Brand new day, new beginning. That's why I love Mondays. Brand new week. Take your time, look into the sun for a little bit, not searching to the sun for like 10 seconds. That helps your biological clock get reset for today so you can have a beautiful 12-hour day and then move forward. So I wanted to hop in for my morning walk. Thank you guys for all the support that I'm getting. Like I told you, the YouTube channel is growing. I'm happy with that. We broke that 10,000 subscribers marker. So I really appreciate that you guys are subscribing, giving some comments, and motivating. Remember, I'm trying to use I wrote a book. The book is already out. The Miami Blueprint to Pre-Construction. It's a nice read. It's a book about my stories, about my experiences that help to shed light into the pre-construction world. So that's already in Amazon. Uh, so that was a great accomplishment this week. I'll do the press release. I'm going to focus on that. But let me motivate you guys. Remember that we're goal-oriented people. First thing is you have to get in your mind that you're goal-oriented. So you want to write your goals down either Sunday night or Monday. It could be a weekly goal or just a daily goal, right? When you write things down, that's what you put your focus. Where you put your focus, where you put your energy. Where you put your energy, you create movement, and you're still trying to move forward. Also, you have to be very mindful on the day, right? Asking yourself, what am I doing here? Where am I moving? What am I doing? Keep asking yourself what it is. One of my core values is to add value to everything, right? So I value to every time I'm in a place, I'm like, how could I add value to the situation, to this engagement with somebody, to a client who's trying to buy something or sell something. Always try to add some value to something, and when you become aware of it, you find yourself asking that question, and then from then on, you could definitely add value to it. But the first thing is to be aware of your surroundings and that. So I'm a morning person, so I love Mondays. I love waking up early, right? And Mondays to me, it's a brand new day. Obviously, the morning, the sun's coming up, but it's also a brand new week, and it's a brand new beginning, right? Remember that we live in the present. That your past is your past, and the future is not there. So today is today. So it allows me to focus on today and say, we're in the beginning, and I could tackle any, you know, things that objectives or goals that I have in my mind, like having different milestones, etc. Right? I'm super happy with my milestone of reaching and writing that book. So now I have to do this. The other part first, you write the book, then you got to publish. Now you got to do the press release and the campaigns and make sure it's out there, and to try for people to get try to get the most people to get their hands on that book. They're interested, obviously, in pre-construction or what's going on in Miami. Um, that's the next challenge. I really believe that after you reading this book, you would definitely, you're going to gain some knowledge from this book that's going to be very helpful for even if you just live in Miami, you're not thinking to buy anything, but just kind of understand what's happening around your city, right? So that's a good thing. So today I start my day off. I have a very good week coming up on. I want to share things about myself a little bit. This kind of morning walks, right? I'm kind of happy. Tomorrow I have an interview with my son. I'm trying to put my younger son Diego into Belen, so that's kind of very important. So tomorrow we got an interview. That's a great step. So one more step moving forward that, right? In the real estate world, things are starting to move. Everybody's anxious, waiting for interest rates to come down. Everybody thinks that they're going to come down at least 25%. No, I'm sorry, excuse me, 0.25. But the reality is that we're not going to see much of a change. Remember, the interest rates are already projecting the future, so I still think we're going to be in the six. The breaking point. Once we go below six, like 5 point something, five, you're going to see the market start to move a little quicker. Having said that, also we're coming into a slow season, right? August, September are kind of slow months for us. And maybe for the whole industry, right? Even Miami. That's why we have, don't forget, Miami Spice menus going around. Miami Spice menu is a special menu that fine restaurants uh, put on for at a very economical price. So the idea is that you would get locals, right, to try out new places, right? It's their slow season. They make it up by inviting locals to come in and feel that. And obviously get a taste and see the place. Highly recommend to go to Pastis in Wynwood. That they're from New York. But they have this amazing. It's great food, pretty awesome. I think I also last week I went to Joe's for their spice menu lunch. A little disappointed. It was an interesting lunch. Obviously, the stone crab, they're not on the spice menu, so you're gonna get hit with that one, right? But as it comes to real estate, things are moving forward. I have a visit. I got a visit with Nomad. Nomad is right on time to be delivered beginning of next year, right? So that's good. The standard is also a great project that's moving forward. So that also, if you're interested in buying, remember my tip: if you're buying to pre-construction, either you buy at the early stage, which you will be getting the best price that you'll be able to get, but you can also take more risk, more stuff, right, before the building gets built a longer time, or you buy at the end, and at the end you have the opportunity to negotiate. If you have a realtor like me, and understands the process, you are going to be able to negotiate different perks that will make it more attractive. So having said that, in Nomad, right, which I'm proud to say I'm the top producer for Nomad. I'm 14 units sold in that project, but nevertheless, there's still a couple units. I mean, like 20 something units left, right? And I'm in a position to actually move those units. I know what I could leverage for you, get for you. So if you're looking for a deal, right, I think Nomad is and let me ask you, and I really, really believe that Nomad is one of the top projects because first of all, location. So where's Nomad? In Wynwood, right on Second Street. Second Street, if you Google, it's one of the most walkable streets, right, in the United States because of the Wynwood walls, etc. So you're right in the right place, right? Wynwood is transforming, right? The Wynwood that we know now has a lot of concentration of all the Michelin stars. The restaurants are there. Nightlife is starting to happen there. More kind of like a vibe place. We didn't have a place like that in Miami, like to put it all together. So yeah, we have location. You also have a big development coming up there, like the Amazon offices are moving to that area, to Wynwood. So I think Wynwood has a lot of opportunities to still, if you're looking for appreciation, right, that's going to happen. And also when that Miami Bridge, the new signature bridge for Miami, is open, that's going to connect all those areas and we're going to have a walkable area, right? And I think that park, which has to be the Miami Central Park, under the bridge, it's going to have a halo effect. What is the halo effect? Everything around that is going to go up in price. It's going to enjoy appreciation in a steady way. We saw that when they built Central Park in New York. So that we know the history of what happens when that. Just like we're seeing things in the river, any city that has a river, right? And we're also doing a boardwalk. The boardwalk will cover you. We would walk through Brickell all the way to the end of Edgewater, right? So we know where cities are that they have this little, water walks in front of the river. So we know what certain investments are going to add value to your property, right? So having said that, I think, look, let me go over it. So we got location. It's a great location. So you got you got Nomad, which Nomad is a brand. Nomad is a boutique, high-end hotel brand. But in Miami, they came in with the Nomad's Residence. It's not a hotel. It's going to have their concepts of residence. And yes, it's coming with their own one Michelin star restaurant, which is that's going to have. And they're also very famous for their bar, and they're going to have the rooftop bar and their mixology with drinks. Right, they're one of the top, I think, 20 bars recognized for their cocktails. So that's there. And on top of that, on the bottom floor, right on Second Street, you're gonna have Casa Tua. seen at Casa Tua, which we all know it's a great, restaurant. They started off on the beach. Now they're on Brickell City Center. Now they're going to be in Winter. And the people are doing so well, they're also going to build the tower, the outer tower by Casa Tua, right? So imagine how good these people are doing. So you have a solid anchor. And Casa Tua didn't just, it's not a lease. They bought into that lower parts of the building. So I think this building has all the elements to becoming a great, great, not only investment, something you have all the attractions. Because if you think about it, Wynwood locates yourself in the middle of Miami. And Miami, yes, we are a tourist destination, right? We are catered to events. We have 7 big events throughout the whole year. Biggest one being the Miami Grand Prix. That attracts a lot of tourism. Basically booked. Our Basel being up there in the top, right? The boat show is up there. So we have the Miami Open, and we have football, and also Miami is also the greatest. Miami. And when it comes to sports, have you guys realized that Miami has every sport, professional sport, is being played in Miami now? We got hockey, soccer, American football, baseball, tennis, golf. I mean, even polo, right? So Miami, if you're into sports, we're definitely, and let's not forget the Miami Heat, right? So basketball. So we do have all that sports. I mean, Miami literally is. We are going. I mean, sometimes the traffic and just moving around due to all the events, sometimes it causes. But Miami now is a vibrant city, offering every time, every day, every weekend something special to do, right? So it's a great, great thing start happening in Miami. So we need accommodations for that. So you see that sector over of us getting more units, because even with all the houses being unit, or even though the condos all being built out, we still have a small. We still don't. We don't. We don't fulfill the demand that we have, right? And we also still have a lot of people moving into Miami. If you Google it, anybody go Google it, just go to Google and say how many people are moving to Florida. You're gonna see an answer that's gonna vary from 990 to 1,200. So if you go to the average, we're still having 1,000 people moving to the state of Florida, and that is according to the DMV, which is a driver's license. It's people that actually had to change their driver's license to a local address, right? So having said that, guys, thank you for the morning walk. Please, I really appreciate your comments. Um, Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I really appreciate the subscriptions. Let me say hi. Hey, good morning, Didi. I see there. Good morning, Michael. I see little Diego there. I see a couple of you guys. So all you guys are watching the live right now, thank you. I really appreciate it. And having said that too, and if you're interested in buying the book is in Amazon. All you have to put your Guillermo Teran, and the book will pop up, or you put the blueprint to Miami Pre-Construction, the book will pop up. Right now we have it on paperback, it's $19.99. We have it on Kindle for $10, and it should be in Audible pretty soon. I'm working for the Audible to come out. Having said that, guys, have a great day. Let's make this Monday the best day ever, okay?